Yeah, so I've not had a ton of time with gaming, but the one that I've been carrying around with me kind of everywhere is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time in 3D for my 3DS, which I've talked about a bit. I think on the last episode I had only put an hour or two into it.
Yeah, so what do you think now?
I am significantly further than that now. I don't love it as much as some other Zelda games. I still think Wind Waker is a better game, and primarily. I'm sorry, what?
Yay.
Yay?
I like Wind Waker, so I'm glad to hear.
Me too. I think it's lacking in character. I think it doesn't have a lot of flavor to it, and I felt like the Wind Waker games, you were sort of, like the cast of characters in that is sort of immensely memorable and full of personality, and I don't feel any of that in this game. And obviously this is a bit of an older game. I think sort of as a showpiece for the 3DS, I think it's gorgeous. I mean, the 3D in it is fantastic. The world is great looking, and I think, all the controls work perfectly. The touchscreen inventory stuff is great. I think they did a really, really nice job with it. I just don't find it sort of as immediately sort of fun and appealing and drawn in as I have other Zelda games.
It's funny that you say that, Randy, because I think going forward, a lot of people are going to find like that era of gaming, it doesn't seem to hold up as much as we might think it does.
Yeah, I don't have sort of a before and after experience. I'd be interested in talking to somebody who's played the old version and the current version. I have coworkers who I'm like, I'm playing it and I'm not, and I'm like, who's your favorite character from Ocarina? And the answer I've gotten from two people is Epona.
It has to be Epona. She's awesome.
It's your horse.
I know, she's great though.
But she has no character.
I know, no, you're right. The characterization of that game it's lacking. It's a great game. It's basically like 3D Zelda gameplay distilled into pure perfection, gameplay-wise.
Well, I think the puzzling in it, I think, is fantastic. Yeah. I think the puzzles
that's good, yeah.
are massive and really, in a lot of places, sort of convoluted. There's been a lot of segments where I'm like, what am I doing? What room is this? What door does this go to? Like, I really thank God for the map and for the compass and for game facts every now and then, because there's parts of the game where I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm supposed to be doing. And they try really hard to sort of like, oh, maybe you should go here and do this thing. And I'm sort of like, who is that? I don't even remember that guy. But from a puzzle, like wandering into, I just started the Fire Temple the other day. And like a day and a half later of playing, little spurts here and there, I'm still hammering away at the Fire Temple because it's massive. And real twisted, and there's lots of little hidden rooms and stuff. And yeah, I like it. I think, the puzzling of it, which is what I love about Zelda games for the most part, is dense and good. I just think it's a little slight on character.
It is,
which is surprising from a Zelda game.
I agree.
Because that's sort of what is most memorable about the modern Zelda games anyways to me. So.
Well, I mean, back then, previous Zelda games had also been super character light, and they didn't really have much of a plot other than, collect the Triforce pieces and save the world.
Right.
So this was sort of a new direction for them.
The error from my perspective, obviously, is sort of playing them backwards, is playing, the modern Zelda games first, and trying to sort of expect those same things to exist in this older game.
Well, not only that, but games have definitely taken a more cinematic approach in general, right? So it's difficult to go from like this generation back there when they were trying to do things a little more simply when it came to characterization and story.
Yeah. In terms of production, I think it is cinematic. I think there are sort of like sweeping vistas and sort of epic pieces and things like that, and it does feel sort of very grandiose in its presentation. It just doesn't feel like those details are there in the character. And again, I'm willing to concede that I may have sort of twisted expectations of what this game should be because of the order that I've played them in, but it's not stopped me from playing it by any means. It's when I'm not working or driving or I'm thinking, geez, can I squeeze in 10 minutes of Zelda? So it definitely has that little scratchy itch that I like from Zelda games.
Oh, hey, did you do the cuckoo?
Yeah, I was going to ask. We got to get a follow-up from last week. Where Paul and I gave Randy the pro tip to smack some chickens around with his sword.
I did. I did it immediately after you suggested it, in fact.
Pretty awesome, eh?
Yeah, I was not thrilled with you guys in that moment. Actually, I was happy I had saved recently so I could go back to a world free of cuckoo murder.
Hey, but as an animal lover, you have to admit that's pretty sweet.
Right. It seemed appropriate. I think, yeah, that'd be. I thought of that actually from an animal lover's perspective. It would be nice if every now and then the poor animals that get killed in video games would rise up in legion and just sort of descend upon you.
There you go. See, forward thinking by Nintendo.
I think we got the update on Twitter after you did that, and it was something to the effect of "You assholes," and so we had a good laugh about it, and we were wondering, like, oh, do you think he saved his game before he did that? Or do you think he just like died and lost hours of progress? And then we were debating on which would be more hilarious.
Yeah. And I think,
I kept thinking, I was thinking like, oh, this will only happen for a second or two, and then I'll go back to normal. But no, it just keeps going. There's really sort of no hope for you. So once the sort of cuckoo apocalypse has begun, there is no turning back.
Awesome. Okay.
It's funny. I'll like run through a village and I'll see the little cuckoos, and I'm like, "Stay away! Don't come anywhere near me."
Put the fear of the cuckoo into you.
Right? Exactly. Looking at me with your cold, dead eyes.
That's excellent.